All right, it's Q&A time. So if this is your first Q&A, we are Empowered Abundance. We teach from a model called EMFRI. The presupposition of EMFRI is that we're made in the image of God. God being the all, 100% human, 100% spirit, two sides to one coin. Within our container, we have a collective. And in that collective, every Monday, we ask if anybody has any questions. And then what's really cool is I get to answer them and then have the answers available for everyone to partake in. Okay, so I kind of dig this question. Um, it says, what is the significance behind our brand colors of EAC, of the EAC? That's our collective, Empowered Abundance Collective, being black and red. And in reality, it's actually black, red, and white as well, or silver, because I like a little glitzy. So sometimes we substitute the white for silver when it's appropriate. But our brand colors are black, red, and white. And what I love about the reason that I love this question is because it's such a beautiful picture of God knowing before we do something, like what we need to do. Okay. Like when God is in control, you do something here and then something else shows up here and you're like, holy shit, like all that time ago, I did this thing. So Empowered Abundance has been around for, gosh, almost 10 years. Originally, our colors were purple and gold. And at one point in time, I wanted to start um, something. Someday we might start it again, so we'll just leave that. But I was going to start something. And I was partnering up with somebody. And so we needed to kind of have a fresh face about it. And she's like, well, go and look at pictures on Pinterest and see what, draws your attention and look at, how we want to brand this. And I was like, okay, cool. And everything I looked at, I just kept getting drawn to very simplistic, like more ethereal type shapes like smoke or fog, or I guess that's not really the best explanation. But anyway, they were always red and black, red, black, and white, red, black, and white. And I'm like, I just can't get away from this red, black, and white. I think it's supposed to be red, black, and white. And she was like, great. And then I was like, okay. However, when we do this thing, I wanted to connect to Empowered Abundance. And so I went ahead and changed the colors of Empowered Abundance to the red, black, and white. And then we ended up not doing this thing, but I had already shifted over all my branding. And so I was like, well, I guess Empowered Abundance is red, black, and white, but I love it because I was so just drawn to it. And then at one point in time in my personal evolution, God started speaking to me about alchemy, and I started studying alchemy. And so at the time, it was really cool because I'm like, ooh, like alchemy is like the colors of alchemy are the three phases are, and I'm not gonna know what they are, but they're the black phase, the white phase, and the red phase. But the red phase is the blood phase. And then the white phase, after I was learning this, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's our brand colors. And I'm like, of course, this is like transformation. And this is the way that God is like working in people's lives through EMFRI, which is our model, to create transformation. And there's the black phase and the white phase, black being our human, white being our spirit. And then the blood phase, which is the integration of the two. And I love Jesus and I love the life of Jesus or the symbology of Jesus, however your paradigm fits. But I love that there's so much in the Bible about blood needing to be a part of a covenant. And when we look at our relationship with God and how it is a covenant that He makes, that He keeps, that He does. And so it frees us up to just be whoever we are, including everything we are in our human, everything we are in our spirit, and then allowing the fullness of the blood this integration of the two be made manifest. And so so it was just kind of, well, a fluke, not a fluke. God was already preparing. God was already building this, right? That's why I could not stop looking at red, black, and white. And now it's such a beautiful expression of just transformation and the alchemy of our consciousness transformation. So that is the mistaken, not mistaken um, meaning behind our brand colors. So, yay.